one of Google's Project Loon balloons floating from Nevada to Puerto Rico. Credit Google Washington. Google's experimental high-altitude balloon project is using connectivity from o3b satellites to provide emergency communications in hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico. o3b owner SES said October 23 that it is providing satellite capacity and a rapidly deployable o3b Fast Connect terminal in order to connect Google Loons over Puerto Rico to the internet, which then beam 4G LTE mobile connectivity to people on the ground. The majority of Puerto Rico's cell phone towers were damaged or destroyed by Hurricane Maria, which struck the U.S. island as a Category 4 storm September 20. The U.S. Federal Communications Commission tallied 95.2% of cell sites across the island were knocked out by the storm. Hurricane Maria photos from space. Google received permission from the FCC on October 7 for the Loon trial run. At the time, 81.9% of cell towers on the island were still offline. The FCC's most recent status report, released October 22, said 66.6% of cell sites remain down. In an interview with Space News October 23, SES Networks CEO Steve Collar said Puerto Rico is the satellite operator's second time working with Google Loon, the first being in March following flooding in Peru. Our target as SES Networks is to have somewhere between half a gigabit per second link and a gigabit per second link of connectivity available anywhere in the world within 24 to 48 hours, he said. Alistair Westgarth, head of Project Loon, wrote in an October 20 blog post that Loon is working with that to enable texting and internet access in Puerto Rico. We've never deployed Project Loon connectivity from scratch at such a rapid pace, and we're grateful for the support of AT and the many other partners and organizations that have made this possible, he wrote. Collar said setting up the o3b link took slightly longer than SES Networks' stated goal because of the complexity of the disaster response and the uniqueness of pairing satellite with Google Loon. Along with SES Networks, local telco Liberty Cablevision also assisted in establishing the ground infrastructure for Loon, Westgarth wrote. Emergency response officials continue to use satellite communications directly in Puerto Rico and the Gulf of Mexico to support relief efforts. Fleet operator Intelsat said October 23 it is donating satellite connectivity through 3 Kaimata-equipped vehicles with Liberty Global Puerto Rico for the next 8 weeks. The FCC says satellite-connected trucks are providing communication services in 11 counties across the island, including Arecibo, home of the Arecibo Radio Telescope. This story was provided by Space News, dedicated to covering all aspects of the space industry.